Hello everyone and welcome to the Hobby Guard. Today we are gonna be finally playing with the much anticipated Techmarine in the game Space Marine 2, and I will be running a normal stratagem solo mission. The reason I'm running solo is because everyone wants to play the Techmarine, now. Obviously, these are my perks on screen. I have not unlocked all the perks, but so far these are the ones that suit my playstyle because I will be role playing as an Iron Hands, obviously as an Iron Father, and as such, well, I have a very methodical playstyle. I will talk more about how to roleplay the Iron Hands while we do this video. But yeah, this is the loadout that I'll be running. I believe I have another video where I talk as well more in depth about roleplaying the Iron Hands. Let me change this gun though, actually, now that I think about it. These, my heroic heavy bolt pistol might be better for this operation that we're doing. And yeah, that's how far I've progressed my halberd here, Omnisaya axe or whatever it's called. Omnisaya axe, yeah. I only have it at artificer, but yeah, that's why I wanna keep playing. And again, we're running solo, so that we don't have to run into anyone else trying to play the Techmarine. I've played my fair share of non-Techmarine games since yesterday just to help other Techmarines level up. But as you can see, I got all my Marines looking the part, all my bots rather, because we won't know which one the computer will play, right? Again, we're playing solo, so I believe the bots are arbitrarily chosen. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so far I am loving this class. It's obviously, aesthetically, it is perfect for the Iron Hands. I've been waiting a long time for this, and I just can't wait for the Iron Hands champion. It's a chapter that I really like. I don't collect it yet, but I just have my hands on too many unpainted miniatures at the moment to start buying an Iron Hands force. But yeah, so far I've loved this chapter ever since the Heresy, and I just read my first book on them in 40k. I've read most of their stuff in the Heresy. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, it's mostly short stories, but to me they are one of the highlights of the Heresy. But anyways, we will be running Termination with the following battlefield conditions. Personal quarry. Each player is assigned an enemy that only they can kill. And Unshaken. You do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. So as I have said a million times in this channel, stratagems are a great opportunity to roleplay. And role-playing keeps the game very fun and entertaining for me, as in I'm not just role-playing my class, or whichever hero I'm playing, I'm also just the same class, the same hero. You can role-play a number of different ways if you're a lore nerd like myself. So let's launch the mission, and since I am playing on PC, this is gonna take a while. Actually, I forgot here to turn on private mode on, so just give me a second, I'll set everything up here for you. So we can see all my bots magnificently waiting on the Thunderhawk to be delivered onto the mission. And Termination is a tough one. It's for whatever reason, it's one of those missions that always feel hard. I don't know if it's because it's a newer mission, and well, I guess it was the first mission, I believe, to be introduced after the vanilla version of the game. But just a quick reminder on how I like to roleplay Iron Hands. There is actually a lot of versatility on how you can roleplay them. The Iron Father is if you have a chance to read up on the Iron Fathers or watch some videos, they're very interesting characters for the Iron Hands chapter because they fulfill a number of roles. They're obviously combat engineers, but they're also sort of like chaplains. So whilst the rest of the Iron Hands, pretty much regardless of station or role that they play, will be quiet, machine-like, the Iron Fathers tend to be more verbal because again they do have to give speeches and so on, and it is uncommon for an Iron Hands to be as verbal as they are. But it is also interesting because, for example, when they're giving speeches to humans, they are calculating when to say which words to inspire them so that the humans can fulfill their purpose, because the Iron Hands just see everyone as statistics basically. They don't care for their lives, they only care for the mission, and that's what we will be role-playing today. We will be advancing quietly, stoically, machine-like to fulfill our objectives. But as an Iron Fighter, I will allow myself to drop a for the Emperor here and there when strictly necessary. And yeah, Iron Hands don't rush or don't slow down unless it is necessary, right? Everything they try to do as meticulously calculated as possible. That's their whole deal. They also don't care too much about their own allies, even because they are running calculations for battle. So if they have to take some losses to fulfill the mission, to complete the mission, they will do that. They are not a friendly chapter. And a lot of people don't understand the Iron Hands. I can think of, for example, Valrak the other day, he made a video saying how the Iron Hands are the worst, whatever, they're pretty much traitors. I see the value in them, they are certainly... Oh, we're starting the mission here. They are... I just see them as the bullies of others, of the Space Marines chapters, basically, of the Adeptus Astartes. They are the bullies, right? They are... They push each other, they bully each other. In Medusa, where their home planet, they are divided in different clans. And I love this mission, man. It's so cinematic. Look at that. Anyways, we gotta move through, otherwise this will take forever. And an Iron Father wouldn't stop to take a look at the scenery. Again, we are very machine-like. So yes, I was saying, they are like the bullies of the Adeptus Astartes, right? That's how I see them, at least, in a good way. A bully obviously can be something negative, can be stressful, bothersome. They don't like to play nice. But when push comes to shove, I would argue, when a bully is willing to stand by your side during a fight, a brawler if you will, then it's a good thing for the most part. I'm curious to see how Personal Quarry, the modifier, works. I am liking the Omnisci axe so far as a weapon. I talked to a friend of mine who also plays, and he had a harder time, from what he said, readjusting to the single target attacks. But to me it just plays very well. I certainly had a harder time learning to use the servo gun for, what are these called? Gun strikes. I sort of have to double trigger there. But man, how cool are the Tarantula sentry guns, just destroying everything that they can set their eyes on. Well, there's scanners, sensors on. Now that I think of it, I should not have brought my heavy bolt pistol, again because the way I have my perks for it set up is very gun strike oriented, and again we won't be doing many gun strikes with it, right? My first bullet in every magazine deals extra damage, and also my magazines reload automatically after every gun strike, so you can see how it is not the best for what we're doing today, playing with the Techmarine, the way I have it set up. But I guess it's working, for whatever reason. my sentry gun. I guess I'm still learning to set it up. For whatever reason, my sentry gun is not doing the automatic gun strikes, so that's good, I guess. Gotta be a bit more conservative with ammo. Luckily, I'm running solo, so we will. Oh, never mind. There's a cache right there. A cache, I think.
Ready to advance. Munitions replenished.
The good thing about. There you go. We'll drop one. The good thing about running solo is that I can grab every supply that I need and don't feel guilty about it. Oops. Those were some mistimed parries on my end there. I do love, call me what you will, I do love fencing weapons, I love fencing mechanics in this game. I just love parrying in this game, even though I might not be the best at it. There is something very adrenalinic about the parrying system in this game and just facing your enemies face to face and just try to parry each of their attacks. And I love this combo of yeah, my servo gun is on cooldown forever. I wonder if that has something to do with my perk setup. I gotta change something. I'm still getting used to that. Because that's not moving at all. I wonder if it glitched even. Anyways. All time to diddle since we are Iron Hands and we have an objective to fulfill. To diddle? To daddle? I guess we can take care of a few more enemies here. Yeah, I definitely have the wrong perk setup for this. I should have kept to my heroic bolt pistol.
Reloading magazine. Captain, we approach the reclamation center entrance. Good. The hive ships are moving into range of the capillary towers. We are in Kadaku's final hours. Battlefield sentry.
It's always a shame when the sentry gun is nowhere near enemies.
An unpleasant.
It's good to keep track of where they are though, located. Both those and these little guys here, the weapon drops. For situations like these, when big waves are incoming, and you can fall back on a secure position. The good thing about being next to this weapon thingy is that I can just spam my grenades here from the rifle.
Inserting fresh magazines.
Lost a bunch of health there. Well, not quite that much, but again, I am running solo, so I gotta be very careful because well, my servo gun is officially glitched, which is an absolute shame. It basically means we'll be playing half a class today. Absolute shame. Get a hold of that lameness. On a side note, look how awesome it looks to have all your marines of the same chapter. I feel like I did a good job with my cosmetics on my other marines so far. He doesn't have a helmet and he should, but I wanted to show a half cybernetic face. And again, whenever I can, I like camping next to these ammo caches because it allows me to be very liberal with how I use my ammo.
If we want to reach the lascars, we must first awaken all of the consoles.
Let's see if I can solo this Carnifex without any equipment.
We are unable to leave this room until all of the consoles are awakened.
Lucky for me, the assault is really pulling his own weight there, even though it's a bot. I'm basically just chilling here at the back. Never mind. Chilling time's over. It's on me.
We have to activate these consoles.
And that's that for the Carnifex. Easy PC. Even without my servo gun. Servo bolter. I wonder why it's glitched like that. It's crazy.
Tyranid assault suppressed. Our line holds. The fortress remains sealed.
I almost want to restart the mission, but ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, can't believe I missed that. There's a tarantula centrifuge right there. Okay, I'll get some cover from the heavy here. And all's well that ends well. The biggest advice, not that I'm in any position to give players any advice in Space Marine, not experienced players at least, but if you're a newer player, the best advice that I can give you for this game is just keep a cool head as much as you can. The moment you start panic rolling and just shooting willy-nilly, even though I myself am guilty of that now and then, but you can make mistakes and the game is very permissible with allowing you to recover from those mistakes. You can afford to lose some armor, sorry, you can afford to lose some health, so long as you have a plan to get it back. Which also plays very well into our Iron Hands roleplay. again, easy does it. Slow and methodical. Don't panic, keep an eye on your armor, keep an eye on your health. Use executions to cover ground without taking damage. We're getting flanked over here. I'm obviously not playing a very melee heavy Techmarine here because it's a fairly squishy class. Ui! I almost rolled right into that sniper shot. You see there, my armor goes by fairly quickly, especially without a servo gun. I think that was that sector. I do know I have to go the other way, but I want to scour for resources here. There you go. Guardian Relic, incredibly handy when you're playing solo. Ui! Oops. Got caught off guard by that lictor. But is it a lictor or a ravener? A lictor. But I guess that's what they're supposed to do. Just catch you off guard. Oh, we cannot grab the gene seed even though it would be sick. Every time I come across it when I'm playing solo, I don't grab it. And usually I don't actually need the Guardian Relic. Not in this, obviously, not in this difficulty. But it's just not worth it for me. I don't have not nearly enough time to play to afford to lose an entire mission just because I took the gene seed playing solo. If I was playing with other people, I would 100% take the gene seed instead of the Guardian Relic.
Invasive material located. This is but the outcome. We need to find and remove the spores.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! I was too slow to interrupt that. And I can use also executions as a breather. Don't kill them, but right now I don't have to worry about that because I am not playing with other people. But you can use executions as a breather to look around, to have some immunity, to analyze the amount of enemies in your vicinity, devise a plan. That weak to the face. Oh, I'm not losing that much health. No, no sir. We gotta keep moving. Thank the Emperor, I'm with a heavy today. Oh, Emperor's Golden Throne. I could really use my servo gun right now. And I actually love like the delayed charge attack of the Omnisci Axe. It makes me feel like those bosses that like in the Dark Souls games and so on, that have like delayed attacks. Just trying to get to my... Usually what I'll do is I'll activate my servo gun to give me some cover while I activate the Tarantula sentry gun. But of course I don't have a servo gun right now, so my entire playstyle is is thrown down the drain. But again, we are Iron Hands, we don't panic. Something didn't go according to plan, too bad. We recalculate.
Open the door.
So I'm taking a quick detour here back to the weapon drop because I want to see if I switch my setup that will reset my equipment, and it won't.
Our journey leads elsewhere. Let us open
That's
the door
lame.
and leave.
Of course.
We have accessed the fortress, Captain. Good. Head up to the cannons and remind the Xenos of whom they dare to attack.
Oh.
Formidable Tyranid organisms on the
We're getting attacked from both sides here, which is never fun. So we gotta pick a side to fight for. Again, that's not something I would have done if I wasn't playing with bots, like jumping over to that. Oh no. I understand now. The enemies with the skulls are the ones that only I can kill.
Tellurian, what do you know of Xenos technology?
Abominable, blasphemous mockeries of the omniscience greatness. However, some believe the study of such things could aid us in defining our enemy's weakness.
So Chichatter is something the Iron Hands would never have.
Aye.
But again, these voice lines are for Ultramarines. Oh. Finally catch a breather here.
Fresh ammunition acquired. Restoring sentry to battle ready status. It longs for sacred oils on its joint matters.
Glad to hear.
Cycling cartridges. Replenishing ordnance. Enemy units call for backup.
Neither would they be fighting, grunting while they're fighting or yelling.
Monstrous Xenos eradicated. Passing weapon schematics.
Yeah, whenever you're role-playing on Iron Hands, never feel guilty, especially if you're playing with other people, for taking detours
Your point
to collect armory data.
Where's your passion if not combat?
Perfectly lore accurate,
for combat.
particularly for Iron Hands and
Still as stone.
an Iron Father.
Merely steadies my aim. Shoot down their repurposing battle
Damn it.
sentry.
Damn it, no!
Lift will take us to the cannons.
1 second too late. Well, at least I got my sentry guns here. Ready to lend aid for this coming wave. Because we're gonna need it. For sure we're gonna need it.
Replenish.
So be zigzagging between both my tarantula turrets. That's right now they are, without my equipment at least, they are my best option for survival. damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Hey.
The Xenos photo reflects our firepower. Refreshing balance.
Whoa. My turret got completely destroyed, at least one of them. And both of them, it seems. Alright. I didn't know that could happen that fast. Or maybe they just glitched out too, just like my equipment. Gotta love Space Marine on PC. 80% of the bad experiences I have with this game are on PC.
And that is where they will die.
Then again, we are Iron Father, so let's look for some
We are the war machines of the Emperor. Efficient, deadly, and unyielding.
emotional things to say before the last fight.
Speak your liturgies, and your war gear shall never fail. War gear in hand.
And let's jump into the fray once again. For we are on a tight schedule apparently.
We stare at filth incarnate, and it returns our gaze.
It's crazy, I was a bit nervous that I may not survive the mission on my own, because I am pretty confident doing solo missions at this level, but it is a new class, right, and I'm still learning how to use it and so on. And not only that, but I had to do the whole thing without my equipment. Awesome. No use complaining though.
Vanishing ordnance. Calibrate your aim.
Cool.
Living gun battery destroyed. Inserting fresh magazines.
Also a good tip, even when you're playing with bots, is to remember that you're not playing on your own. It's good to give your team some space, but also to support them. And let everyone play to their strengths. Every class has their strengths and weaknesses. And if you know them, and if you pay attention to how your teammates like to play, or are comfortable playing,
To find the manual controls.
and you adjust accordingly, adjust your strategy accordingly, then you're in for a fun time. So first things first, let's set up a defensive position here.
So we may punish the Tyranids for their trespass. We cannot
And now
stand
let's
the
take care of the
cannons
big
until
bug.
the servo skull communes with the system.
Disgusting Xenos aberration.
Targeting system non-function. Initializing secondary system.
Horrible aim on my part.
Defense cannons depleted. Engage auxiliary generators to resume firing.
The abomination targets us with poison.
finish this as fast as possible. And my cannon's destroyed. Oh, never mind. It's still there. I'm so used to bad news at this point. That anything is possible.
Spell detected. Synchronization.
Alright, let's try to do some more damage this time.
This is how we burn away
Projectiles.
Searching for target. Minister. Fire with your sidearm to commence target lock.
Do not become defiled by the tyrannid expulsions. Activating tarantula sentry gun.
Weapons ready. Awaiting target.
And I saw another tarantula sentry gun up there, so rush and fix it before our next attack. Because whatever avenues of firepower we can set up here will come in very handy.
the abomination targets us. See how the
Yeah,
filth
I barely did any damage.
Keep space from the tyrannid's biological waste.
Hope that does it.
This is how we burn away
Feed the cannons with the energy from the generator.
Alright. So now we have to recharge the cannon, but lucky for us, we already have our tarantula sentry gun. There. Ah! No biggie. We'll just take another route to there. And off we go.
Tyrannid leader base destroyed. Cycling cartridges.
Tarantula sentry gun doing its job there, giving us some cover fire. Nothing crazy, but just enough. And it didn't take too much damage, which is nice.
Disrupted. Return to console for reconnection. System link has been established. Autolex connected.
I got blocked. At least one of the shots got blocked.
We must not get close to its functions.
Oops. There.
Sidearm to complete attack.
I can't miss that. It's like, he's right there. Come on.
We must confront its elimination.
I accidentally used the steam. No! What have I done? Well, he's almost dead. He's gotta hold out a lead longer. Ah!
Waiting for fire command. Aim and fire with speed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some armor.
It expels its proliferation.
Okay, let's try that again. Did I do any damage? Did I miss? What's going on?
Cannons require energy from the generators.
Oh boy. and spray to the Emperor, we have enough time to reactivate, re-energize the generators.
Activated.
Cannons ready. Unleash holy fire.
Use its weapons at us. Xenos organic matter bolts onto our proteins. Inserting fresh magazines. It expels its pollution. Let's try some still possible.
Nice, just what I needed.
Enemy units called for backup.
Oh, nice. This is gonna be a crazy, absolutely crazy last few minutes of this mission. Don't hide, you coward. There you go. Oh, that was intense. That was wild. I was holding my breath there for a moment. Not gonna lie. I think that if this shot hadn't killed it, I would have been in real trouble. But again, we're just playing a normal difficulty on stratagems, which is, I think, like useless at some points. But we're playing solo, so there's that. That's the video for today. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. What's your experience with Techmarine so far? Have you run into any issues like I have? What sort of... I kind of wanted to show you how I've been playing it, but I guess I can't because I didn't have my equipment. It just glitched out. But let me know, how are you finding the new Techmarine, the new class? Are you enjoying it? Also feel free to give me crap on how I play. Feel free to give me any advice that you, if you're more experienced or a better player. Any advice will help. So thanks for coming, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you like this gameplay and if you like the Iron Hands as a chapter, I will be making a review of the book. Perhaps it will already be out by the time I upload this video, I'm not too sure. Of the book, what's it called again? Wrath of Iron. It's about the Iron Hands and it's a sick book. It's very, very heavy metal. So, no pun intended. So yeah, once again, thanks for coming, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment down below as it is a very niche channel and any sort of interaction will absolutely help. If you don't want to leave a comment, just a thumbs up will do. So, ad astra, there are no female custodies, and I'll see you on the next one.